Welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer, and today's workout is a level 2 difficulty level for Tuesday, November 13th. Let's go ahead and stand up, and I want you to get your feet together, get your shoulders back, make sure your back is straight, your tailbone is tucked in a little bit, and engage your abs. Now, your feet should be touching. Hopefully you don't have shoes on. You should really be in bare feet for this. And I want you to pretend that you're in the pool and you are a freestyle swimmer a la Michael Phelps. So swim, 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 bring one arm back and make a big circle moving forward. As that starting arm moves forward, you get the other arm moving backwards. It's very difficult to explain verbally, but I know you know what I mean. It's a freestyle swim. Make sure that you're moving slowly. You're really opening up that shoulder, opening up the back, feeling it in your chest. And of course, you're engaged in your abs and you're connecting with your floor surface on all four corners of each foot, making your legs tree trunks along the way. Don't lock out your knees, but really contract all the muscles in your legs. If you're a chick, do a Kegel here. You're squeezing all of the muscles in your pelvic floor up through the abdominal cavity and swimming. Just keep it going for another couple of seconds. Very good. Okay, now let's march in place. Get those knees up, keep the back straight, keep your abs engaged, swing your arms forward and back, and march. 30-second march. Then we're going to get down to the floor, and we're starting today with another paraspinal stability exercise called a bird dog. So you're going to be doing something similar to what we did yesterday, where we did the cat camel and just bending the spine a little bit, keeping it real limber. Today we are taking it one step farther and actually working the back just a little bit. All right, and go ahead and get down on your knees now. 2 sets, 6 exercises. That's all you've got to do. So hang with me here. It's going to be about a 12-minute workout. You're on your hands and knees. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips, keeping your back in neutral, flat position. Don't arch it. Don't curve it up, but extend your right arm forward. Your left leg extends straight back. Point your toe, extend your arms. You're trying to get as much distance between the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes, working that spine in diagonal dimensions. Now switch to the left arm and the right leg. Right now, focus on really extending through the shoulder joint and the hip joint, expanding that distance between the toes and the fingers. Switch one more time to the right arm, left leg. Very good. Deep breath as you exhale. Switch last time to the left arm and the right leg. And now lift your knees. You're in push-up position now. I want you to bring the right knee around the right elbow and extend back. Then bring the left knee around laterally. Squeeze those left abs, those left obliques, and extend your feet back out. Now alternate. Exhale as you bring the knee forward and around to the side. Inhale as you extend your body back into push-up position, right? Keep your butt down. Make sure that your shoulders stay vertically in line with your hands. If you need your hands to be slightly wider for greater stability, that's okay. You've got 5 more seconds. Going back down to the floor. All right, and onto your tummy now. Yesterday we did a modified Superman, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Today, I want you to make your arms comfortable, so put them wherever you want them to be. But then I want you to squeeze your legs together. Really squeeze the knees, squeeze your feet together so that you have one mermaid fin of a back leg, of one leg, because we call this a mermaid leg lift. And I want you to take a deep breath in as you exhale through the hip joint. Lift that mermaid fin up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings, lower back down. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, lift up. Don't bend your knee. You're pointing your toes. You're squeezing your feet together, squeezing your knees together. Very good. One more. Lift up. Hold that for 3 seconds. 2, 1. Now turn your body over. Get your hands behind your head. Your back is flat on the floor. Your knees are bent. Your feet are in the air at 90 degrees. And exhale, lift up. Go right into that bent knee crunch. Really try to get the head, your shoulders, and the top of the rib cage up off the floor. Don't curl forward. Lift straight up, looking at the ceiling. As you exhale, you're squeezing and lifting up. You're about halfway through this particular 30-second segment. as it were. We've got 2 moves standing, and then we're going to go and repeat our set in just a couple of minutes here after a quick short break. But you have 5 more seconds of your crunch, so keep going. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Okay, stand up for me. Let's do some jumping jacks. Get those arms up over your head, touching at the top. I don't want lazy, floppy pasta noodle arms. You really want to extend those arms over your head. You're jumping out to about shoulder width apart, landing on the balls of your feet, keeping a slight bend in your knee for shock absorption, and keep it going. Keep breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Don't underestimate the power of that breath pattern. It really does make a difference. You're halfway through. Only 30 seconds of jacks. You can do this. Keep it going. Your heart rate's getting up a little bit. We're going to do a squat. Then we're going to go back down to the floor. Ready? And plant your feet shoulder width apart. Now I want you to inhale. Lower your body down and back. Your weight is shifted to your heels. Exhale. Press your heels into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift all the way up. And then right back down into your second squat. Inhale on your way down. Make sure the knee doesn't go past the tip of the toe. Keep your back straight. Engage your abs. Squeeze, lift up. Back down. Let's do 2 more. Lift up. And all the way back down. 1 more time. Hold it here for 3 seconds. Awesome. Very good. Okay, stand up for me. Take a deep breath. Have a sip of water. And then get yourself back down onto all fours. Your hands and knees positioned for bird dog again. We're going to extend the right arm out. The left leg goes straight back. Make sure your palm faces the middle of your body, right? So your palm shouldn't face the ground. You want to make sure that the palm turns in towards the body. And just hold for 1 second, then switch to the left arm and the right leg. Keep alternating back and forth in a very controlled but dynamic fashion, right? You want to move. You want to be in control. If momentum starts to build up, the metabolic burn, the amount of calories that it takes your body to do this effort, it decreases. It really does work this way. Momentum is a force of nature that actually inhibits your exercise economy. And you really want to keep things under control so that you can maximize it, because this is only a 12-minute workout. All right, back up onto your feet into push-up position here. So your hands are still on the floor, underneath your shoulders. Now bring that right knee around to the right elbow. Squeeze the right glute, the right obliques rather, and back. Then left knee around to the side, up to the left elbow. Really try to get it up there to touch it. Squeeze those abs. The greater the range of motion, the harder this is also, making your body work. And of course there are limits. You can't do it, you can't do it, but at least keep it going. You've got about 12 seconds left. You're doing great. We're going to go back down to that mermaid leg lift in just a second. We'll do our crunch, then we'll finish up with the 2 standing moves at the very end to finish you off, and hopefully you have a great Tuesday planned. Really productive middle of November day. All right, now down on the floor, you're on your tummy. Make your hands comfortable, extend them up above your head or down by your sides, but press your knees together, press your feet together. You've got one mermaid tail. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, lift up through the hip joint, squeezing your glutes, squeezing in the hamstrings, not bending the knee, lower back down as you inhale. Exhale, lift back up. This is so good for the butt muscles. And it's amazing. People are surprised because a lot of people, because they're overweight in our country, tend to have larger butts, and it tends to be seen that's not a major weakness in the body. But the truth is because most people sit all day, the butt is flaccid. It's, the butt muscles are very limp, and by proxy, that means that they're weak, and you really need to build muscle fiber and really extend and work those muscle tissues in order to get through a lot of parts of life that require the activation of the glutes. And this mermaid leg lift is really wonderful for that. Okay, now turn your body over, bend your knees, lift your feet up into the air, and put your hands behind your head. Exhale, crunch up, and back down. Head goes all the way back to the floor for each crunch. And each crunch gets a breath. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you squeeze and crunch up. You can do this. You've only got like a minute and a half left. Keep it going. Don't stop. Even though I have given you a little more than 30 seconds here. You've got about 10 more seconds left. But I really want to make sure those abs get a bit of a workout. And the bent knee crunch is, obviously, this is a level 2 workout. It's not the hardest of crunches. You're only working that front part of your abdominals. We did do some work on the side abs, and we've put a lot of emphasis this week on the back. However, these crunches, when you do them correctly, you really activate those muscle tissues in the front of your abdominal cavity. That means that when you feel it tomorrow, you're going to remember, and you'll behave accordingly. I have full confidence that when you get a little bit sore and you feel like you've done a workout, that's an inspiration to continue, because you're doing something, and that's fantastic. Okay, stand back up. Let's do jacks for 30 seconds. Get yourself into position and start your jacks for 30 seconds. Keeping a bend in your knee. You want shock absorption. You want to land on the balls of your feet. Again, remember, you're not wearing shoes, presumably, in this workout, and I encourage that, but you really want to make sure that you're not landing on your heels. You want to land on that mid sort of ball section of your foot. You want your arms extending up over your head. You've got 10 seconds left. You're breathing continuously. No specific breathing pattern is needed here, but you do want to breathe. You don't want to forget that ever. Be surprised in my business the way when I see people on a regular basis, they hold their breath while they exercise, and it's just not good for the body. The muscles really rely on you to help them out with the oxygen. Okay, now plant your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to finish you off with a squat, standard squat. Make sure your feet don't turn out, your toes don't turn out. Sit down and back as you inhale. Exhale, press your feet, your toes rather, and heels into the floor. Squeeze your glutes, lift up slowly, right back down into the next squat. We're about halfway through. We're going to try to do 5 squats here. Lift up and all the way back down, and lift up and back down. Lift up one more time. Let's go all the way down and exhale, squeeze, press your heels into the floor, slowly lift up. 3, 2, and 1. Very good job today. That was for our Tuesday level 2 workout. That means that tomorrow on Wednesday we're going to be taking it up another notch to level 3, and we'll be doing this same sequence basically all week long. So come back and join me again for this workout or any others. I'm Kim Watkins from InShape Fitness in New York City. Please visit us at inshape-fitness.com for info about our programming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.